Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Monday, December 12th, 2022 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I nurture my feelings of enthusiasm and expansion. And hello friends, coming to you from my sister's house in Connecticut. And just for anybody East Coast who would love a visitation, I wish I was here long enough to do that, but I am enjoying spending time with my mom for the first time in 5 years and my sister. So just FYI, I am, if you watched our, I don't know what to call it, we did a live with Nicole and Nikki, or I did a live with Nicole and Ryan Oman, and we talked about being present this holiday season. That is exactly what I'm doing. I'm being present with my family. So, that being said, let's look at this week ahead first and foremost. So, this week, we enter the shadow period, the pre-shadow period of our next Mercury retrograde. We are going to have Mercury going retrograde in Capricorn, and it's actually going to be today that we today, Monday, that we enter this retrograde. Now, what's so interesting about this is currently we have Mars retrograde in the sign of Gemini, and Gemini is ruled by Mercury. So between this Mars retrograde in the sign of Gemini and Mercury retrograde in Capricorn, which one of Capricorn's theme is the theme of the authority of making decisions, we may find ourselves changing our minds through these processes of retrograde. So Mars is just about halfway through its retrograde. Mercury is just beginning this process. Mars will end its retrograde January 12th, and Mercury will actually end its retrograde January 18th. So between then and now, just keep that in mind. Decisions and your mind, while you may feel so solid in this moment, you may feel like you're changing your mind in the moment. And so just be aware of that incoming. And yet, the spirit of enthusiasm, the spirit of expansion is what is calling you right now as you are making decisions and moving forward, right? Besides that, we don't have too many other remarkable things going on. We will have the Sun square Neptune on Wednesday, and that can definitely bring some interesting dreams. It can bring up some confusion. The mutable signs, anytime they square, it's just, what do I listen to? And my advice always is drop into yourself. Listen to that place first, and then you can take advice from outside. You can take energy from outside. Do with it what you will. But dropping in and listening to yourself first and foremost is so pertinent. So keep that in mind as we build into that square on Wednesday. We're also going to have some strong electric vibes building as Mercury and Uranus will connect in a trine. That's not going to be till Saturday, but if you are easily stimulated or easily electrically influenced, just be aware of that energy coming in and take extra time to ground and clear yourself and do whatever you need for that. So for today, besides this Mercury pre-shadow going on, we have the Moon in Leo. Moon in Leo bringing forth our enthusiastic inner child, hopefully. Moon in Leo is actually connecting to Mars today. So fire and air, right? Mars in Gemini. And we have the Sun today, Sun in Sagittarius connecting to Saturn and Aquarius. More fire and air. So when fire and air combine, the air can either blow the fire out completely or it can really boost those flames, right? And I'm really feeling that in the energies today. We are having these flames, for better or for worse, right? Boosted in this energy. And especially feeling this with Sun in Sagittarius and Saturn in Aquarius, we may be having some really big, bright, expansive ideas coming through in this energy. Even, again, Mars, having gone through a good half of its retrograde process, connecting to Leo may have some beautiful inspiration for how it's going to want to move forward coming in. So these energies are very expansive and potentially enthusiastic, but we are building into a square with Uranus. So the moon in Leo squaring Uranus. I have a sneeze coming. Hold on. It's either going to pass or blow me up. Guess it's moving through. So moon in Leo squaring Uranus and Taurus. And Uranus and Taurus, well, Uranus isn't always the most practical. Taurus energy can be very practical, and especially when it's connecting to the energy of the heart. You may feel like, oh, I'm feeling so excited about this, and then suddenly feel that practical smoosh of those earlier ideas. I think that's represented by the projections card, whether it's somebody else projecting like, oh, that's not practical, you can't do this, or even just some of your conditioning coming in. Be aware of that. Part of what we need of Sagittarius is sometimes the impracticality of things, you know, like I wonder what people said to the Wright brothers when they were like, we are going to find a contraption that flies. People were like, you can't do that. That's not going to happen. You're going to fall out of the sky and you're not even going to hit the sky, right? It's so easy to poo-poo things when we don't know the way. Sagittarius is here to bring those infinite possibilities. It's a perspective that is needed. It's not to say that there isn't a time for that practicality to come around, but be aware of that in the field and try not to let it smoosh too much of your inspiration feelings, your expansion and excitement that is building over whatever. The top of the cards today is the celebration card. I always call this, I get by with a little help from my friends. That's one of the names for it. And hard times require furious dancing. But you may want to talk to those who can help you be in that celebration spirit around whatever it is that you are feeling called to bring forward. So just be aware of that. And if you are smushing your own dreams, there might be some old triggers to face in there that you need to address your inner child where you had dreams or excitements and somebody's like, yeah, you can't do that. Put that dream aside. It may be time to pick those dreams up again and be like, how do I feel about this now? Oh, this is still a desire. This is still something I want to move into. So keep that in mind for today. And what does that take? Courage. It takes courage to follow your dreams despite all of those naysayers, right? So try to reconnect with your heart. I'm saying the O word today. Very weird, or not O words, but the O sounds. Connect and smoosh. I guess, I don't know what's who's influencing this, but it's very interesting. So find where you can find that open-hearted energy in yourself and in others. I do have the slowing down card in reverse. I think that with all of this fire and air energy, you're going to want to zip, zip, zoom into something. Please keep in mind, here we are entering this Mercury retrograde, pre-period, and the Mars thing. So take it step by step. You don't have to take it very like snail slow or even turtle slow, but do recognize that your mind may shift and change a little bit in the next coming month plus. And I think that's just a good thing to remember as we are moving forward. The final card can help us in all of these connections. It's the ordinariness card. And this card's always like, yeah, there's going to be work to do. But right now, look around and see all the good that you've done and see all the good that's out there to help support whatever these dreams and expansions are. So you can book a reading. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. If I have not gotten back to you, I, like I said, have been trying to be very present with my family. I promise I will be getting back to you very shortly. I have not wanted to sit down and focus on my calendar. But I will get back to you, and I appreciate all of you who do book readings because it helps me so much. It helps me survive. We will be doing a live, by the way, with Nicole and Ryan, or we, meaning me. We will be doing a live together this week, so look for that coming out. And you can always check the last lives that we did, and Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and honor your values. Namaste.